What's up, guys? I'm excited for today's video. We have a 2021 Toyota Tundra Platinum edition, and let's see if it's worth the money, starting out at about $49,000. So the Tundra is Toyota's full-size truck option, and you can tell just how massive this truck is compared to, say, something like a Tacoma. Now this one in particular is the Platinum edition, so it's going to be one of your higher trim levels. Now if you're anything like me, you're looking at this truck and wondering, what are you getting at that higher trim level for something in the $50,000 price range? What I do love about this Tundra is this paint job. It's almost like a pearl white, and it absolutely shines in this North Carolina sun. You also have a great wheel and tire package that comes stock. You don't get that in some other brands, which I like. Coming along the side here, you do have a fixed running board. So again, on a top level trim, you're not getting something like a power running board that comes out when you open the door. Nice chroming here on the handles. Coming down to the tailgate, you do have some nice little LEDs in the back and a rack system, it looks like, with some other attachments. No multi-function tailgate, just your basic tailgate. It is soft close. This one has a spray and bed liner and a nice Tundra logo there in the back. But again, for a higher trim level, you're not seeing some of the creature comforts and the fits and the finishes like the other brands. Now, a lot of other brands are going towards a twin turbo V6 option. Toyota's still offering the 5.7 liter V8. Now, I have a feeling that a lot of customers in the truck market are still going to prefer this option. And if you ask them which truck is most reliable and going to last you forever and be capable, it's going to be a Toyota product like this. While the understated theme kind of continues in the interior, this is a Platinum edition, so you're going to get some additional creature comforts. Let's take a look. Starting off in the infotainment center here, you do have built-in navigation. Now we are starting to ask ourselves, is this an actual premium feature when you have to consider things like Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, where it already has that built in? Obviously we can pick apart any vehicle, but not all is bad here in the 2021 Tundra Platinum. We do have some nice options. Right here on the dash, you do have heated and ventilated front seats. You have some nice power options with USB and 12 volt. Moving up here, you have a wireless charger. You do have to turn it on and off, which is a little odd, but it's still nice to have that. A ton of generous space in the center console. Moving up to the steering wheel, you do have adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, obviously leather wrapped steering wheel. Moving up, you do have a nice sunroof. Again, it's not a panoramic on this one, but it's nice to have a sunroof. And then moving down to the seats themselves, leather trimmed, you have some nice perforated leather here. And then on the top, you have a nice diamond quilt with the Platinum logo. Overall, it does feel a lot nicer than, say, your standard Tundra. It feels luxurious, and overall, a nice cabin to be in. And don't forget, a really nice feature with these Tundras is that the entire rear window can go up and down with the touch of a button. One place that the Tundra really shines is just the overall space in the cabin. Just look at this back seat, how much room there is, easily fitting 3 adults. If you need to store some things or haul anything, you can just lift up the bench and you got plenty of room. To wrap it all up here in the interior, you do have a power tilt and telescoping wheel. You have power folding side mirrors, and you have a really nice sound system from JBL. Well, there's not much left to do but to take this out on the road and give you my driving impressions. All right, so we're behind the wheel, the 2021 Tundra Platinum. Got my buddy Alec here behind the camera. Just taking this thing for a little drive. What'd you think, Alec?
I think that, you know, we talked about this before, that, you know, we weren't really sure, well, for 50 grand, what are we really getting on this thing? But I think once you actually get on the road and you stop looking at the spec sheet and you're actually driving the truck, you can kind of actually get a feel for why it is worth what it's worth.
Exactly.
I know that you had mentioned, you know, the 5.7 V8 in it. I mean, it just rides great, it feels reliable. You got a bunch of room in here. I mean, just a bunch of room, so it feels spacious. I know I was kind of complaining about that before, but again, on the road, it's just like, oh man, you can lay back, you can relax. Yep. So, yeah, I mean, I like it. personally, I'm not sure if I would buy a Tundra,
Mhm.
but I can certainly see the appeal
Oh,
of
absolutely.
why someone other than me might want one.
Yep. And I think they still have that reliability factor. I mean, if you asked a handful of people which truck is going to last you the longest, how many miles you can put on it, I think Tundra would probably be at the top of that list.
Yeah.
Don't you agree?
I would. I definitely would. I mean, you're gonna buy it, it's gonna run forever, and if you want to sell it, it's still gonna hold its value.
Exactly.
So you're not gonna be 20 grand in the hole.
Yep. Resale is definitely something we have to consider. The noise is it's a little loud, but that's always been a Tundra thing I've found. They're a little louder than, say, an F-150 or a Ram 1500. But again, that could just be that engine or the way they sound deaden in here.
You know, to me, the Tundra just really strikes me as the everyday blue-collar worker. You know, he doesn't need the $120,000 truck.
Yep.
You know, you're still paying a decent amount, but Tundra still seems like it's in line with what, you know, truck pricing should be. Everything else we're seeing is, if I'm gonna go buy a truck, I'm gonna go spend $70,000 to $80,000 to $90,000.
Yep.
But with this thing, you know, you do get all the creature comforts that you went over. You get the reliability. You know, it just seems like the everyday worker. You know, he just wants a truck.
Yep.
With some nice features in it.
And I think these have a fairly large following in the overland camping community. These and Tacomas, pretty much any Toyota product. But putting rooftop tents on these, hooking up with like camping stoves in them, I think these have a huge following in that market. And that probably comes down to that reliability factor, I would say. So final thoughts on the 21 Tundra Platinum. Great overall truck. I mean, you can't beat reliability and resale value, dependability on any Toyota product. You just can't beat it. So you have to take that in as a factor. Of course, we nitpicked some of the smaller things, but overall it has a nice luxurious feel to it. There are some little things that we would change here and there at this price point. We wish we had certain things, but
what truck wouldn't you change things
exactly
on?
That's right, Alec. I mean, it's tough to have a perfect vehicle that has every single option that you would want. So again, my name is Brandon from Carolina Auto Direct here in Lincolnton, North Carolina. I hope you enjoyed the video on this 21 Tundra Platinum.